Hey everyone, Kiki here. Well, when he comes out of hiding, he just comes out of hiding. He doesn't stop. Like, he's lurking in the Steve Perry studio in his basement. I have no idea if his studio is in his basement, but I feel like it is. And it might be, and who cares if it is or it isn't? He has a studio in his house, whatever. That has nothing to do with why I'm here right now. Anyway, hi, how are you? Steve Perry has come out of the closet once again. Didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying that he's out there again because we all know how Steve operates. He's quiet for a long period of time. Where's Steve? Oh my gosh, is he okay? Da, da, da. And then he, bam, comes out with a song, remake of Faithfully with Willie Nelson. If you haven't heard it yet, which I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably have. If you love Steve Perry, it's out there. It's great. Absolutely. I love it. Whatever. You like it, you don't like it. I personally love it. So it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, now today, just a little while ago, he came out with the fact that I'm looking at my computer right here. He is launching an auction of personal items. So here is what his Instagram says, okay? My personal charitable auction launches in 24 hours, exclamation point, featuring handwritten lyrics, gold records, AMG graded and signed albums, gear, and more. Stay tuned. Sincerely, Steve Perry. Oh my gosh. Now, we all know that Mr. Perry does not need the money, but you just kind of have to wonder, okay, why an auction now of his personal items? My gut feeling tells me is that what's he going to do with all this stuff, right? It's just kind of sitting around. It's there on his property. It's in his possession, or maybe not on his property. Maybe it's locked up in a storage unit somewhere. Who the heck knows? But really, what's he going to do with all this stuff? You know, I know in my life, and I've talked about this several times, decluttering, getting rid of things we don't need. And I'm looking at so much stuff right now that I really don't need, but I've been hanging on to. Maybe that's the point he's at in his life. It's like, you know what? Listen, I'm going to unload this stuff, some of these items. And he doesn't say why. He doesn't say who the money is going to, but we can only guess that Steve is going to do this for a good cause because Steve is a philanthropist and he does a lot of things for a good cause. As a matter of fact, well, before we talk about 2021, some of the comments that are already on his Facebook page, I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth here. So on his Facebook page, Tracy Bauer says every household should own a copy of Journey's greatest hits. Robin Lovejoy said, I used to have all of Journey's albums. When they went out of style, I got rid of them all like a dummy, LOL. Did they ever go out of style? You know, I guess at one point in our lives, we may have said, I'm not going to listen to that band anymore or this artist. And then when it all comes around again, you go, oh my gosh, why did I get rid of that? So maybe this is what Robin's feeling right now. And she said, where is the money you collect going to? What charitable organizations? So that question is, of course, going to be on everyone's minds. However, he said that more info to come in 24 hours. And this has been out about 3 hours right now. And Daniel Dennis said, I can't wait to purchase mine with all of your greatest hits from your time in Journey. And then Melissa Billinger says, after you finish this project, you can come and autograph my hundreds of pieces too. Now, wouldn't that be a great auction? You pay to have Steve Perry come to you and sign everything that you have of his and of his when he was in Journey. Now, that would be a cool auction. And oh my gosh, that would go for a lot of money. I could only guess. Only imagine. Going back to the auction that did happen in 2021, if y'all remember, this is when Steve auctioned off his Mercedes that he was still driving at that point in time. So it was a charity auction, and there were other items from his personal collection, including the tuxedo jacket that he had worn. And hold on one moment. So the Mercedes was from 1979. And the tuxedo jacket was worn during several concert performances. And he also had an autographed copy of his 2021 holiday album, The Season. We all remember when that came out. Proceeds from that particular auction in 2021 went to benefit the Junior Giants program, which is a free, non-competitive baseball and softball program for kids in underserved communities. We all know that Steve likes to help out the towns around him, the communities around him. This is what he's all about. But it is going to be quite interesting to find out why he's doing this now, who the money is going to, and, you know, is this maybe one of several auctions to come? Because I can only imagine what Steve Perry has in his possession. And I can only imagine how many people will be clamoring at the fact to, you know, just be able to own something personally touched by Mr. Steve Perry. Tell us what you are most excited about that you know of so far. Will you buy an autographed album? I know several of you have bought some of the autographed albums when he put out the seasons 1, 2, and 3, and they went like hot cakes. Anything autographed by Steve during these past releases have really been just scooped up right away. So what will you get? And I got something here. What do I got? I got something. I've definitely got a couple of Steve Perry autographed things in my studio. I can't see them right now because he probably hid them because he's jealous of Steve Perry. Let's be honest. Let's just lay the cards on the table as they may. No, he's really not. I think he is, though. I say he's not, but he's probably just a... What are you jealous about, Al? What are you jealous about? Anyway, guys, let us know what you're excited about, and I can't wait to see what comes out from Steve Perry within the next 24 hours. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting. And what else will be on the auction block? I mean, will it be another car? It could be. And I don't think his car even went for a whole lot of money. And go ahead and try to find who bought that Mercedes. I know it was leaked out there, but you can't find out who bought the Mercedes back in 2021. Do you guys know? Let us know in the comments below, because I think it was a woman, if I'm, not mistaken. The info was out there and then it was sucked back in. So, or am I just imagining things? Maybe. Could be. So you let me know. Let all of us know. This is going to be super fun. I love when Steve keeps us on our toes and just makes us wonder, because you know what? It takes us away from all of the other garbage that we have to think about on a daily basis. So definitely something to be excited about today. Yes, I love when we have Steve Perry news. So guys, have a wonderful day. I love you, love you, love you. And I'm going to see you soon within the next 24 hours. Bye, guys.